Septa is keeping Bree well.
Now you listen here, young lady. That is not proper speak.
Brought into a room where your clothes are returned. Still a little wet from having been washed, though.
Right.
So is your armor and your weapons. Though the guards that give them to you are very reluctant and certainly doesn't like it.
Alaric tries to be. Alaric tries to be jovial with all the guards, trying to be nice and friendly and not threatening in any way, shape, or form.
Basically, as you're like taking off the lone trousers and trying to put on the other ones, someone like steps in, like looking at you, really giving you an up and down stare.
Baron frowns.
Alaric frowns as well.
So it seems you had a little bit of a talk then. I suppose there's something to be said for it. Yes? Yes, we're ready? Yes?
Alaric looks at the man and says, "Ready for what?"
To go meet your friends, surely. We know where they are. They are not particularly good at staying inconspicuous.
Alaric nods slowly.
Couldn't keep track of people armored and dressed in a particular way in this city, then crime would be rampant. Yes, I think we should get ready before they do something stupid.
Meanwhile, we're charging the gates.
Yes, hitting the table. We need to go rescue them before it's too late.
So
If
the
we
butler.
kill a few guards and take their equipment, we could.
Unfortunately,
I wish we had some stuff called wildfire.
Mansa, I have this thing that we got from from Varon. If you throw that,
Might do something.
Eventually, Sir Ashra and Eden was back. Sir Ashra sort of a little sweaty, but looks happy enough.
mm-hmm.
He says, "Yeah, still at it."
Well, so Alaric and Varon and Lady Bree got taken into custody.
John says, "Oh, all right."
We were discussing how to maybe get them out.
The lone Lannister decided
Shocked.
to take them in.
Well, I'm sure Alaric will be all right. He sort of winks slightly.
Well,
Connections.
keep it
I understand.
slowly. I see. All right then. Looks over to the barkeep, asks for more beer or wine or whatever, because if
Sure, he's not happy with you having had him thrown out of his place, so but he's doing it. It's business, something.
maybe throw him an extra silver or something to get him in a better mood.
Asher begins telling a story of this one time where he was in Lannisport, and it was crazy.
It was so crazy.
One time he pats Keevan's shoulder, and his hand's a little clammy, but
Oh. Well, he even looks suitably impressed.
now that Bree's in here, he's also very graphic about it.
Oh my. Yeah, that's Keevan's ears are burning a little bit probably. He's pretty innocent.
Eden actually doesn't add much except for that's a bit of an understatement. Things.
It's an understatement, huh?
Some point. I suppose it would be Keevan this time who notices a figure moving in. Maybe he's trying to nod and smile at the story at something he makes him kind of uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. But yeah, basically, Dorian looks over as well. Mental Eco is into this story. I don't know how Ren feels.
Not particularly into it.
Okay. Because in the door comes Aaron Flowers and Alric with their stuff. It's sort of a little crumbled, but cleaner than they were before.
Everyone turns around. What?
We're clearly imposters. Kill them.
Clones.
Walks over, just like stands here, like does a little gesture of a flourish.
Do you not know the Lannisters have a pair of giants around just for this occasion?
Orion seems a little confused. Mansa sort of looks at you, mumbles something about cowardice.
So Bree is not with us, or?
Where's Lady
He's allegedly
Bree?
being scrubbed by Septa.
Oh. It's gonna take hours. Because
Yeah.
Bree's gonna curse, and then the Septa is gonna be like, oh my!
The scolding of Baron would never
Yeah,
end.
it's gonna be a very stern talking to.
We heard it even while coming out of the manor.
Or
The
God.
sound of a steel brush against the blackboard while like some religious song is being sung by
Oh,
one person.
oh dear.
Baron spreading the future.
Alaric walk up and say, "Good news. We know where our quarry is.
Oh,
Yeah,
where's the
Bree.
quarry?
That's where the bad news is. Castamere.
The
Frowns.
shady man. Wears himself as a Rollard. Sort of gives a slight nod. That is correct.
Yeah. And who are you? Says Kevin, looking at the
I
shady.
am Rollard, servant of the most illustrious Lord of Lannister.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, I'm here
okay.
to assist you in finding entry.
What's customer?
Kevin seems to think. I think it's a Lannister.
Halldamir is the seat of House Rain,
A bony hand clasped.
powerful house of the Northern Westerlands. A bit of a contestant to the Lannister throne, if I may say so. We say it a little conspiratorially. It will not be an easy task.
Man, Decim should recruit this guy. He's amazing.
But Ren looked
Oh
like he was
God,
trying
I'm
to say something back, but his shy trait basically took over. Like, I don't know how to respond to this. I can't respond.
Well,
So he stands. He doesn't sit down, even though there's a chair.
no, Castamere can't be as bad as Casterly Rock, right? I mean,
Looking
rough.
over you.
Uh,
Actually, right now, the Lords of Castamere have a bit of an aide there as well. The Lord of the House is staying there, but with him are 10 of the best knights of the Westerlands to keep or make sure that the good Lord Tyrell is safe. After all, he has a bit of a reputation himself.
so, the head of House Lannister is not actually in the front. At the
Just
front.
the head of House of Rain.
Oh. What's the reputation of Lord Rain?
Well, Lord Rain is an excellent fighter and an excellent strategist. He will not let the attempt be easy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Lord Rain is absolutely loyal to the Lannisters if they're so important and big.
Bound
they-
by marriage a few times.
Ah. Kevin nods. Well, that'll do it, I guess.
Is there anyone we know on the inside?
The man's just quiet.
Oh no. Kevin is blankly staring. I come from the south.
The good Lord Lannister does not do well in the reputation with the knights.
There might be someone else, a servant maybe, something like that.
What are you suggesting here, man?
Mm,
Now, what are you saying? What are you fucking saying, man?
Nothing.
Hmm.
I would suggest a few ways, if you would permit me. Azra seems to be really annoyed at this guy. He's taking all the flair.
Yes.
Leans over the table, moves in, conspiracy against this. You see, there are a few people who are allowed to travel here. One of them would be either taking the disguise of a gold caravan to bring empty carts and fill them with gold. That would have the problem of traveling with a very big contingent of guard, however. You would have to fool even your traveling companions. Or, and he moves to the other side of Sir Alaric.
Whispers in his ear.
He leans in, speaking loud enough that everyone can hear it, but sort of moving almost as if being super secret about it. Or you could take the guise of guards of this city. The rank of such guards, if officers are among them, would be enough to have at least entry into the keep. This might be a little more conspicuous, but if pulled off, it will give you a much better entry point. And you can even bring your weapons in such a case.
Sorry, because I was AFK. Could you just brief overview?
He has been snaking around you now for 5 minutes, man.
I'm sure the others can give you a recap.
Right, we have two main options. Either we basically disguise as part of a gold caravan going to the castle, in which case we'd also have to fool the actual caravan itself we'll be travelling with, that we're actually supposed to be there.
Right, yeah.
But that's one way, because gold trade basically they won't restrict.
Yeah.
Alternatively, we pull the slightly more bold option of trying to disguise ourselves as guards of this city. And if someone can pull off basically pretending to be an officer, well, they might be able to slip. You'll be able to get inside with all of our weapons as well. Because we're guards. Let's have to have our weapons.
Okay.
Which will get us into the keep. But from there,
We also have 10 of the absolute best knights in all of Westlands there guarding Longthorn.
Well, we have...
In addition to the entire keep,
and in addition to Lord Rain.
Yes, Lord Rain himself, which is an excellent knight and strategist, etc.
Okay.
So it's basically one each for us to take out.
Maybe
Yeah.
it sound like
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we capture Lord Rain.
Capture him in the middle of his own keep?
Yes.
it's capture and extract Lord Rain. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I mean...
So how many gold dragons do you think he's worth in ransom?
All
a
of
lot? Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Sure.
we know a thing or two about breaking a keep, don't we, idiots? Quick, to the arsenic shop!
I don't think there's just an arsenic. I mean, maybe in a trade city like
No,
this.
it's just... We have huge rats and all that. We've done this before.
We have really big rats. Really big.
Huge.
Huge. Human-sized rats, as it were.
My lord can probably provide sufficient disguises either way. Of course, he cannot act for you.
Of course.
Now, if we weren't among all these knights, I would suggest using poison. But...
I could definitely be convinced.
I know two that would
Problem
be...
is, what are we going to poison?
Like poison the food.
Lord Toriel's eating it.
Yeah, they have tasters as well.
Oh, the knights.
Yeah,
we don't.
more like for the guards and stuff, so we don't have to
Yeah.
deal with them.
For
Well,
the
what guards?
guard, well, yeah, but
They don't have tasters.
Well, the main,
No, no.
you mean like the main guard population for like the entire keep?
yeah,
Like poison the food in the barracks, basically.
the broth.
Because
And if we hear something coming from the Sept, we're going in there to take that out because we don't want the Gestalt. Where's the wicked reference?
I mean, part of the worry is if they start getting suspicious that their barracks is being poisoned.
I mean,
Yes.
it doesn't have to kill them, just like make them very ill so they can't fight very well.
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
not fight
the more like stuff, you know, the more them. Well, I guess it depends. I guess it depends if we like. We can't really storm Castamere.
No, God no.
We can't win against the entirety of Castamere in open combat. The only way to properly do it would be to try to sneak in somehow, or weaken the keep enough for it to be feasible. Weakening keep would definitely. I mean, yeah, me and DDS has been through a similar operation once, and it was involved and very difficult. We could poison things.
But
But
from its getting the poison there, it's not going to be as easy.
no, that's the thing. If we had, we're not good at infiltration, as in.
Someone will have to distract the actual cook, and then someone else poisons it.
I mean, the most obvious would be that we would actually get like employed into the kitchen in a way. You know, they're always looking for help. They might be looking for new people.
Well, that means we're going with plan C, not neither of the two plans.
Like with these sorts of plans, like Mansur is just like looking like this is not a lot like kitchen work. That's not at all what he signed up for.
You're
But
not.
I mean-
Workmans, you idiot! Like,
Do the food that the guards come from like the kitchens?
yes. Where else would it come from?
I don't know. Might have a big pot they make stuff in.
Just a huge.
Well, that's in the kitchens. It's worth remembering that Casimir, like 9/10 of it, are underground in the depths of the old
We
mines.
flood it.
You will drown Lord
Ow.
Tyrell. We would drown Lord Tyrell regardless.
Yes.
It's also like on the side of a mountain.
Let's be ignored.
Quite the predicament they found themselves in.
Fucking guy.
Yeah.
I mean, going in as guards. Yeah.
The best.
We would have access to the keep, and if we can keep it up somehow, we we would have run on the place. We would potentially be able to.
I mean, that option also presents us to think we'll have weapons, which we'll probably need in all honesty.
Yes.
Could probably
Well,
get
yeah.
weapons inside the keep though. It'll more be like
You could get a weapon.
yeah. I just need a bow.
I think going in as guards would be the best bet. Probably go basically down to wherever Lord Tyrell is being held. Kill whoever's there and try not to have any alarms raised. Get him outfitted and then yeah.
This was what Stantlin says. These 10 knights are there because they fear Lord Tyrell. We knew that something like this would have to happen. That's why I brought all of you. If we can get in behind the walls, we can find out where it is. We can get there and arm them. We can arm all the people there. We might have a chance to, well, get out before they can amass too much of a defense. As soon as we're out, we can steal horses. As soon as we have horses outside the keep, no garrison will be able to stop us.
It's harder to defend a keep from the inside than it is out.
I mean, they're usually built to keep things out, not the other way around, right?
They
Yeah,
also won't
sure
be
not.
expecting it.
In fact,
Man,
like
Mentioned as well. Yes, yes, this would work better.
the back of the back of curtain walls are generally wide open, so that so they can keep an eye on the inside, but there's no fortifications to defend anybody on the from the
The
inside.
stables will be rather close to the outside, since the keep is allegedly very small. We would just have to brave the tunnels, find out where they have him, and then get him out of there.
Yeah, it's the tunnels that will be, because we don't know the layout of the keep, and if it's a lot of it is underground, defending tunnels is certainly much easier than corridors, like,
But then their numbers won't matter.
Nods to
I
Varen and
suppose.
Alaric and says, if they're no broader than those two, then I think we have a chance.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Can you even get down there? Like, they'll be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
nope.
I mean, they're mines that are just like made to look pretty, basically. I can't imagine they're going to be cramped with one of the richest houses in Westeros. So
The prison might be, but
maybe, but I mean,
probably not. But might.
they've had enough time to just do what they want, and it's probably very. Where the fuck is he going?
Slowly leaving the building.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent. I went to get a beer.
In the tunnels,
He looks at you.
in the tunnels, numbers won't matter. It's once we're
Can you
out.
even swing a sword down there, Alaric?
I don't need to swing a sword.
Looks at the huge two-hander.
My warhammer can break through them.
Dorian nods slightly.
And with Dorian's pike over my shoulder, or under my shoulder.
This is why I say it's something we have sort of done before, I suppose. Not tunnels, but bridges.
Alright,
Alaric looks to Varen and says, I believe some of the Essos armies use a formation of tower shields with pikes in between them.
They're not. You need a lot of men for that, though.
or a very thin passageway.
Very
wait,
thin
Keevan.
passageway, exactly.
Oh, wait, Keevan. You know, in such cramped quarters, with very little area for the enemy to maneuver, it's very difficult to get past me as well.
Nods. And I will have a shooting gallery. Yes.
Asher stands up and says, sneak in. Sort of gives, Eden her advice saying, yeah, we have to.
Lara gives the eyes of, if
No,
you're going
says,
to complain, I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up.
He's gonna puff his mustache and be like,
Yes, basically. Yeah. And says, find out where the keep or Tyrell. Break him out. Get to the stables. Get out of the gate. If we can do those things, then the difficult part will begin. Yes, but he smiles as he says it.
nods. Sounds like we have a plan then, on the way in.
Guards then.
Yes, I think so.
I would say so.
He nods. Mentor has a big grin on his face.
Of course he does. He's enjoying what this inevitably means.
Yeah, Alaric will look to Manser and say, looks like you're going to get to punch a bunch of Castamirs in the face as well.
It's not going to be a challenge, but got to keep me from being rusty.
Need that practice.
Do you think Bree could pose as a guard?
A squire, perhaps, or a serving boy.
Alaric
Squire,
nods.
Squire and Page might work.
That's
Nods.
not as well.
A page of an officer that perhaps is illiterate.
Hmm.
So Ashra leans over, looks at Elric and smiles and says, "Yeah. Yeah.
Nudge, nudge. Valeric is not illiterate anymore, I think.
He's not
No.
illiterate anymore.
But
Yeah.
Ashra's going to be happy to let Elric have that role. As the stupid officer."
Stupid officer Alaric. Oh,
It's going to
stupid.
be harder to explain, like, someone of Alaric and Varen's size as being guards, and one of
What?
them not at least
No.
being an officer, right?
No, I mean one of them is going to be an officer, and you
Yeah.
look at them and it'll be like, yeah, we would have made these people guards. Like, are you kidding? Look
Yeah,
at
but
them.
like having like Kevin or Ren poses, or Dorian, whatever, poses like an officer is, you know. And Alaric definitely has the has like the aura of a.
Varen leans back and says, "I'll be a guard." Ashra says, "And I'll be your officer." I think it's only fitting.
Alaric grins and says, "But
Officer Ashra of Lannisport. Seem to taste the word.
use your real name."
Not as good. It's just, well, that's the one people care about. Yeah. Grins slightly.
Baron looks like you want to say something, but doesn't.
Yeah, people that know us, Ashra, come. You know, they-
You look familiar. Have I seen you before? My name is Ashram.
Alaric looks at him and says, "How about a fake name?"
He frowns and says, "You really think that it's my name that's going to give us away?" Yeah, Elric.
Your looks and name, and well, I'm not gonna help, but you know, the great Sir Ashra is known.
Legend of the South.
Well,
That's quite the title for yourself.
yeah, he takes like Alaric kind of takes a drink, like trying to hide a smile. Like,
Yeah, Ashra
of
looks
course,
to
of
looks to Kieran to raise and says, "I don't do colleagues."
Kevin smiles.
Not anymore. She winks.
Well, it sure will be glorious, to say the least.
Ashra nods. Says, sounds mad, but if we can reduce the numbers, then we can make their keep work against them. Might just be possible.
Their tunnels will be their downfall once we're in.
Yeah.
A handful of
You're
world,
the ones defending those titans.
a handful
Oh,
of
yeah.
men can beat back. A handful of very skilled men can beat back a garrison of somewhat trained Westerlanders.
You know, they are used to having all their pretty things anyway. That's the only reason they're dangerous. No real skill.
Takes them a decade to reload those giant crossbows anyway.
You know, it's not like they're going to hit with them.
Didn't they kind of looking over to Varen? Like, didn't they kind of plug him pretty bad?
We just send Ren out there first, and they all shoot at him, and it's fine.
Yeah.
That's right.
He would just dodge them and like.
Yeah, just dance around them.
You know, we always do. Kevin and Red has fought a lot.
As camera enters Matrix mode, as he just dodges past each one.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
exactly.
definitely how we do it. And so always worked great for us.
Yeah, Yeah, so we use you as a shield. That's good.
I like how you the second squishiest as a shield.
Yes.
I'm too big and too much armor.
Actually, you're
Actually,
the
I might
dance
be the,
masters here.
no, I think I am the squishiest, technically.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
you're
reason.
the dance master, so you know.
There's a reason why we don't.
Sounds like there's a plan for next session then.
Yes,
Sure
I'm
is.
guilty here, but I'll give my
2
sheet
cents.
to DDS or Halldamir
It,
too.
it is also possible that you could stay here and prepare a potential escape. Once people actually
I
out
suppose
of there.
Might need the archer inside though.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I
I
think
think the archer inside might be nice.
actually be.
It will probably be dangerous.
You know,
Nah.
It's just sad if
I like
you
the idea of
died
having
while
Keenan
not
as firepower.
being there.
it would be, but I think I'll send Kevin along because if it failed and I wasn't there, I couldn't forgive myself.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Base 7 damage, 5 diced. I really know most of your stats, but we.
I
Yeah.
might be here next time. I might not. I don't know yet.
All right. Keep me informed then, because if we're missing 2 people, then
Yeah, there's no real
Yeah.
point.
I'll send you a message during the week sometime. And if I don't say anything, I will be gone.
Oh,
Because I
default gone.
because I
Can
might
we have a
likely,
deadline on it then? Like when would you think you'll know?
Monday morning or Sunday night. Depends. I might also
though
do on
that should
Thursday
be fine.
because there's a bunch of things that's gonna happen next week, and I don't know if I'm gonna go on either of them. So either on Thursday or Sunday or on Monday, I'm not sure. But I will send a message anyway.
Yeah. All right. We'll probably talk about it Monday then, just so people don't have to like keep their weekend booked to then be
Ah, yeah.
disappointed.
Mm.
I feel like it's something I want to have more people through rather than a few.
I mean, this is the moment that this is my moment that might, you know how the reigns of Castamere got named. We might get a song for eventually written.
Early version.
Well, I
We're
mean, this
gonna
could trigger
a few
it.
100 years early. We're gonna flood it. Yep.
Well, not quite making the reign of Castamere, but I mean, get a song though, just kind of the same kind of level, just from, we broke into the reign of we broke into Castamere and rescued Lord Tyrell.
Yeah, I don't know, something of Castamere.
That would probably be a song written by the people of the Reach, which would be much more like, and the brave knights went in to rescue some virgins in there,
Yeah, of course.
and the Lord was
Calling
there
the Lord
protecting
for the
them.
Virgin.
No, he was there protecting them.
Ah, yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
The whole point is though, I
gave up himself to
this
protect the
is going to be one of those moments that might go down in history a little bit.
The sweet pretty maids. Were not.
Longthorn gave up himself to protect them.
Oh, he's so chivalrous. Oh, what a guy.
And he had long hair that flowered in the wind, and smelled of flowers always.
I'm about to faint.
Yeah, but I think this is as far as we'll go. Grimmith disappeared too, but we'll figure it out. And Bree will be with the party at the bakery, having been scrubbed and cleaned well before allowed to leave.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the session. I expected there to be combat at some point, but
We have
Dodged it,
evaded.
man.
you did dodge it a few times. So
Yeah.
Like, I was expecting a full smackdown, but
So did I.
did not want combat in the city. Definitely not. So
Yeah, that's why.
I still think that was a crazy gamble because everything pointed at them being there to basically kill us all.
Yeah.
But
It went far better than I expected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I went with it, and I thought, if it's not moral and they want to put me on trial for some bullshit or just try and execute me, then you know what? At least it's just just a Larrick that's being persecuted. So yeah, I thought better that than kill a whole bunch of guards and it could have just been awful. Could have been absolutely awful.
Things could have gone in a very different way. You certainly have had a lot less battles than I expected from this whole endeavor in the Westlands. We only had like one actual battle encounter.
I know, I am fine with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Also seems like that's gonna change
It
pretty
might.
damn
It
soon.
might.
here.
Depending on how you choose to. Yeah.
I mean, we're basically gonna have to free them, get them to the armory, because it's not just Longthorn; it's everyone, including Everin.
Yeah, we can also like each carry a dagger, so at least they have something.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a pain in the fucking ass, but we're gonna have to get them there, and then we'll be cool.
What like melee weapons do the guards usually carry?
These guards of the West. Well, it depends a lot on what guards. Of course, like normal castle guards would generally use halberds or spears.
Like, what we're seeing
Like the
around
better
city.
version would generally use like long swords and large shields.
But can't that also be like, especially if we make some officers out of the larger people? Maybe that can be a thing because they're like, oh, yeah, I mean these are important officers and we are Westlanders, which means that we get all the gear. So it's not weird that they have all of these things.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, yeah.
of
Part
course
of
they
what I
would.
was thinking is, since we're going to be going with that kind of disguise anyway, I could easily carry like those weapons on me as like, well, this is what I'm supposed to. This is my main weapon, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
So
true.
I'm not actually going to wield them, but I can have them and we can give them out.
I mean, if we could get one extra longsword for the Longthorn.
I can easily put a long sword on my belt. That's
Because-
not.
Yeah, Varen can also like carry a longsword.
Yeah, because the Longthorn with a longsword is going to be incredible, I'm sure.
Is that his preferred weapon in the legends?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Alaric's
does the
undoubtedly
chivalric
seen
thing
him.
with a long sword and a shield. Not a large shield, just a shield
Oh,
with a rose upon it.
I've undoubtedly, like, Alaric's
That
undoubtedly
and like
seen
the
him fight.
lance he's used to
Mhm.
go jousting.
Yeah. In which case, I could easily carry a sword and shield
Yeah, we
Go with me.
definitely need...
because I have technically like one visible weapon. Or my other two are just daggers, and no one's going to pay attention to daggers.
I hope you enjoyed the session.
yes.
Tumultuous, perhaps, but
It was nice.
Yeah.
Especially like the creepy guy.
yes, he's great. Decim needs to hire this guy.
Yeah.
He sounds like someone we need in the keep.
Yeah, we bring him with us.
Yep.
We're going to build a collection.
Yeah. No, I mean we
Yes.
have.
gotta
so
catch
many-
them all.
Yeah, we have so many interesting people already. Why
Catch all
not?
the creepy dudes.
We need all the creepy dudes.
The council chamber at some point is going to be like, yes.
So, okay, one
We
second.
need someone to be creepy along with Decim. He's
One second.
creepy on
One
alone
second.
here.
No, he's not. We have the silent. The silent is
We
certainly
have
creepy.
we have the silent. He's a little bit creepy. Master Cole can be creepy if he wants to.
I'm just saying, like the peasants like accuse us of witchcraft and say we're like the gods forsake us. You're not helping our image.
Whatever. We send this guy out and he will talk to them. It'll be all right.
That'll only convince them.
He
He
further.
like circle around and be like, "Yes, do continue your complaints."
Like the only way we could make it worse is the only way we could have made it worse is by having those two cousins just marry straight into what's their house? House Trant. That's the only way we could have made it worse.
Oh, imagine the family dinners with House Trent when the two families would have met. Oh,
The thing is, the house are already going to be bonded by Halldamir now.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but, like, that's
It's
like
gonna be a weak
their
bond
niece.
instead of being
so-
a strong
You
bond.
can't like
Yeah.
you can't like marry into that house again for like 2 generations because it'll be inbreeding no matter who marries.
There you go, Alaric
A
has
little
provided
inbreeding
you a
never
way
hurt
to dodge
anybody,
it.
right?
Well, they say that every Targaryen is a flip of the coin to see if they're mad or not.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of what happens when.
It's treasonous talk there.
It's
Yeah,
true.
sounds like
Exactly.
something a
True.
Blackfire would say.
Fair enough.
There's only been one of them, so 100% of them are pretty good at what they do.
Jonas.
Yes.
Fire at will.
Yes.
I'll defend you.
Get him.
I mean, Do you really want to?
I can still reach him, so.
I'm
Don't
saying-
throw down, huh?
I'm defending Baron from Kevin.
Mhm.
I would never go against my Lord Commander.
Good.
Ignore the deception skill.
I will never.
Yeah. Also, this is enough of a story goal that I'm gonna say you get your destiny points recharged.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Finding out where he's gonna be is I think it's enough of an achievement that you set out to do. So
And we finally found out exactly what the whole debt was all about. Well, not exactly, but somewhat.
Count more.
We
I'm
found
still
out-
confused. I'm still confused.
Yeah.
You've kind of
Apparently-
brought up more questions.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently the daughter of Hightower is on her way
Okay,
to us.
from
So-
what
I mean,
from
okay,
what I understand.
I do have one. Yeah, okay, you go for it.
Yeah, what I'm gathering is he couldn't get the Longthorn out of custody, obviously, because it's the fucking Longthorn. But he knew that, we knew that Hightower would become the
Region.
the regent. So if we had one of his daughters, which obviously he's gonna give a fuck about, then we could pressure him into bringing the Reach into the war.
Yeah.
Using his daughter. Instead of having the Longthorn who would do his own thing, we could then influence what the Hightower does.
We perhaps wouldn't even need to actually blackmail him because I don't like that idea with Lord
No,
Hightower.
I mean,
I don't
we
understand.
could.
If
We
nothing
could-
else, there is something else here this does as well, though, which is
Hmm.
by having the Hightower in our possession and not the Lannisters' possession.
Yeah.
The Lannisters don't have a hostage or a Hightower.
No, exactly. That's what I mean. It's more
That
that,
is
in my opinion. We'd be like, oh no, actually, they took your daughter as hostage, but we got her back for you. There you go. And perhaps you want to listen to us.
Yeah,
When we
that's
talk a little bit about.
Yeah,
That's
at least
probably
if
the
nothing else,
only-
even if he doesn't say declare and start going, rally. Like he can at least start an early rally of troops together for when the Longthorn gets back.
Yeah.
Intro.
So, yeah, it makes sense, I guess.
It made
I
some.
guess.
It made some. So the problem is we didn't have the critical information to know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
maybe Desmond knows what's going on.
Yes, maybe.
Desmond
Daughter
actually
Hightower
knows
showed up. It's like,
Desmond
what
knows
is
all of this, and
this?
Desmond's been already putting the pieces in place.
He's doing Sherlock thing.
he's already
Deducting everything.
Yep, deducting everything. Of course.
Yes, of course it's a Hightower lady. Yes.
Yeah, very good memory.
Let's see if Sir Alaric got lost in a tavern there and lost a bet. Who would have we lost it to? Of course, it would have been that person.
Of course, it makes
Just
sense.
go
As you gain more status, you know more about the other noble families.
It's true, you do.
So
You just go down this long line. You just go down this long tangent, which doesn't make any sense how you could do it somehow.
But, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I for
I
one
was-
am going.
did not think this session would go like this.
No, I thought there was going to be
Are
huge
you,
combat.
are you
I did not expect it either.
disappointed or relieved?
Relieved a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm on your guys' side after all. I think this
Uh-huh.
is better than I expected. But
There you go.
Part of me is relieved also the fact I don't have to pull another injury out of Baron.
You know, cooler heads prevailed.
Because just saying, Baron, you do hold the record thus far of most injuries and most wounds.
Oh no, I think Alaric holds that by far.
Well, for our current set of adventures, well, overall,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, even overall, he's pushing it because he's been getting like 2 per fight.
Yeah.
He has
getting there.
taken.
the defenses are literally the same though. It's just a luck difference.
Yeah.
I mean, well, admittedly, he also had weaker armor for a while.
It's true.
But yeah, luck's also playing a factor. But the point is, I've had to treat so much of Baron's wounds.
You know each other pretty well now.
I
actually
know your body intimately, Baron.
Very intimately know his body.
Oh my. Yes.
Well, when you get experience in certain places, there's only so much I can do to help out.
I know. I mean, you need to get in there, man. I get it.
And I suppose was a city we could spend a lot more time in, which might have been a potential. But
If the war wasn't on, we'd immediately get arrested, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if we fought our way out, yeah, that would have been certainly. You know, they should.
Then we
They
get
should,
to see more of the city.
there should be a bit of a talk with the guard. I feel to be like when you're asked to bring someone to see his lordship, you do not surround the place and like with
Well,
200
yeah.
guards.
Though, if Alaric decided that he was going to fight, then they would have needed all of those guards.
Right. There wasn't 200. They put enough to be inconspicuous, but at the same time, and
Yeah.
what they thought was enough to maybe fight down this legendary warrior.
How long have I been muted for, by the way?
I have no idea.
You stopped talking quite a while ago.
Yeah. God damn it.
When did we stop answering your queries?
It felt like you answered some of them, so I was very confused.
So I don't know how you felt about the intimate wound.
I know. Don't go into deep, man.
That's what she said.
She never says that.
No, hey-o.
Yes, it's that time of night.
Yeah.
Past midnight. Well, it's past midnight here. I don't know what your excuse is.
Go. You're fine. You're fine. I'm not a dirty Reachlander.
Am I though? Am I?
Dirty.
My outer scars will heal, but my inner scars would never heal.
You have more. That was a problem before you got here. Look at the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Probably didn't start
You
with
know,
this.
it was a thing when he was a kid. Now he has so many, he can't really stop collecting now.
I did start
That would
when
just
he
be
was a kid.
weird.
I don't know.
I actually have a story for it, but
Yeah.
no one has asked him.
No one
No,
wants to.
I understand. I understand why.
I don't ask about my collection of eyes. It's like, no.
I thought people would notice, but no one has.
You said you're
I'll
great.
have to be a little more indirect with it.
I mean,
Go.
someone might be
You remember the
curious,
whole
but
dance of our tokens, where I kept putting Ren away from you?
yes, that was fine.
That's the whole reason why.
You know,
People haven't seen it though, so they don't know.
1 second. Lady Free.
Why are you looking at me like that? What big eyes you have, my lady. Is he like that?
Oh.
Oh God, no.
Hello.
You know,
Make a fine addition to my
Like,
collection.
this rate, I'm wondering if I need to get bound to the bottle because you guys are looking at my camera.
it really does fit well in the Caladan house. Like if anywhere,
I what I'm saying that this guy in the Caladan household, we need him.
No. Decim needs him.
We need him.
Just like,
So you can have the alchemist and this guy, and they could be all in the same room.
oh, so Jonas,
Amazing.
you know how as you know the motto, no song, no sweet, no song so sweet.
Yeah.
No house so creepy.
No house so creepy. No enemy so disturbed.
These are Caladan,
hello there, ...
these are Caladan's new mottos.
Belay!
No peasants so oppressed.
So ends our friends, and then a picture of a man on fire.
Oh.
Man.
Yeah, 3 creepy dudes on the field of black, and I definitely think we should play up the creepiness of Caladan. It's like our hallmark.
No ladies in sight.
No ladies. There was one lady born of Caladan, but she was a monster. We must keep her locked in the tallest tower. But on a stormy night, she can break loose and run rampant over the countryside, killing, murdering. Yeah.
Yes.
Seems about right.
I totally agree.
Oh, minor freak out earlier. When Manakai had a character say he was up north, my mind said, wait,
Yeah,
what the hell has Scott up to?
I had the same
Yeah,
idea,
I was
like,
gonna
oh,
say.
Is it Winterfell? What?
Send him to the wall.
Although I would have been like, okay, let's go to the fucking wall. I'm ready.
Rescue him from the wall.
Wait. Lord Tyrell lost a combat, and the enemy chose take the black.
Yeah.
Good.
Imagine if that happened, the wall would never be breached.
You know, there's a lot of people going up there over the years.
Yes, but most of them aren't legendary tourney fighters.
No, but I mean, there's a lot of legendary people going up there.
Yes. Very soon.
Most of them are calling something with dialogue at least. So it's just, thieves, bandits.
Rapists.
Can you imagine like when the High Lords meet and you have like the Anvil and Bloodraven and all of those people, and then you have like the Longthorn and Lord Baratheon like all in the same room, and they try to talk to each other. I can't even imagine that conversation or what that must be like.
I'm just saying, the poor servant who was to come in and pour drinks.
Yeah, right.
You want to be that servant?
The poor people that bring in the wine.
I mean, he's the fucking Longthorn. He doesn't care. And then you have the Anvil, and he's like, "Listen, motherfucker."
Like,
I may be the fourth in line, but fuck you.
Like I imagine any servant in there just wouldn't even want to breathe too much because in case there's someone heard it and it would disturb them.
No sudden moves. They detect by movement.
They see by movement.
Be very still.
If they look, just stay still. They'll get bored and start
Be
arguing.
very slow with your mopping. Be very, very careful.
Oh god.
Servant!
Ah! The wine carafe flies out of his hands in fright, lands on top of, Lord Baratheon or something.
I imagine her just like kind of freezing up, like a statue, and just kind of teetering over because they're in an unbalanced position.
We gotta get that to happen. We need to set up that meeting so we can see all of these people.
How are we gonna set up a meeting?
Well,
When
right, we've got Lord Tyrell in our pocket.
yes,
Okay, we get one done. Alright, sure.
We already have favors with the prince.
yeah, the Anvil likes us. He's like, all right, fine.
I think he
Bree's
more
got Bloodraven.
tolerates us, yeah.
Bree's got Bloodraven.
Bree's got Bloodraven, yeah. Lord Baratheon loves Decim's painting.
He likes dogs, so we just get a whole bunch of dogs and put them in a meeting and we
We
fine.
have new puppies, my lord. He's like, ooh,
Oh, yes.
I do like puppies.
The entire meeting he's surrounded by like 15 puppies.
Every time he gets angry, he sees another puppy and he's like, oh, he's gonna... He's like, fuck you, long... Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Right, so how many times in an hour can Lord Baratheon get angry when he need that many puppies?
Why does he like consume the puppies? Like what?
Well, no, the effect wears off though as he starts getting more angry again.
Yeah,
more.
okay.
Keep reinforcing it. The problem is that the number of puppies you need in that case. How many times can Lord Baratheon get angry in 1 hour? More puppies than we can get.
I mean, yeah, no,
He's pretty
that
angry.
would be fun. He is very angry. Mm. Well, I suppose that's it.
Yes. I am going to end recording and stream here.
Bye.
I shall do the same. Thanks for watching. Won't be a stream next week. Not here at least. Might be Halldamir might stream. if there is a session, we don't know that yet either. So basically, I'm saying keep an eye on the YouTube channel. And
There'll be a stream. There'll be a stream somewhere, probably.
And there'll be a stream there probably, or Grimmeth might stream on Hitbox if he's in the mood.
I might potentially be able to pull it off once because I have good internet, right?
Well, there we go. So keep an eye out, but there will be nothing on my Hitbox next week because I won't be here. Yep. Toodles.